Hello there, Aquarius. Thank you for stopping by for your weekly video. This is for February the 7th through 13th. We're just going to do a quick tarot forecast. We're going to be pulling one card for each day, and we're going to take a peek at what shows up on those cards. If anything shows up psychically as well, I'll be happy to share that with you. Let's just see what we got, Aquarius. We are starting with Saturday, so we're going to do Saturday and Sunday first. I like to keep the weekend together. That just makes sense to me. And then after that, we'll move into the cards for the weekdays. Excuse me. All right, so Saturday, you have the Ace of Cups showing up in reverse. Ace of Cups in reverse is a card that talks about the idea that there's somebody that's going to be showing you their true colors. Now, usually when somebody shows us their true colors, we're not too thrilled about the colors that we see. But every once in a while, somebody can show us their true colors and we go, oh, wow, I didn't know you had that in you. That's pretty cool. So this can go either way. It does feel like it's more likely to go the typical way of, oh, that's interesting information to know about you. Where you may not, whatever pedestal you had this person on, it may be gone now. All right. Looking at Sunday, we have the Six of Cups here. Six of Cups just talks about creating some really good memories. You may be spending some time with children, or you may even just be thinking back about some memories from your past that are positive and have you nostalgic for that time in your life. Either way. Now, let's move into the weekdays. First of all, we do have the Ace of Clubs. I like that for Monday, an ace on the beginning day of the work week. Aces do talk about inspired ideas. Well, aces talk about just the conception of something, so the very, very, very beginning. And so this is an inspired idea that you're having on Monday. You may or may not be taking any action on it, but it's up there rolling around and you're thinking about it for sure. Some kind of inspired idea about something that makes you feel enthusiastic and kind of jazzed up, fired up. Looking at Tuesday, we have the Six of Swords coming up in reverse. For me, the Six of Swords in reverse talks about some kind of lifestyle change that you're making. And so this is a lifestyle. When I talk about a lifestyle change, it's something that we're doing to improve our quality of life right now or to extend the likelihood of us having a longer life, one or the other. So some kind of lifestyle change. Sometimes it has to do with diet. Sometimes it has to do with exercise. Sometimes it has to do with a lot of different things. I had this come up one time for a lady that took a job with a much shorter commute, and she related it to that. So definitely upgraded her lifestyle. So that's kind of the energy that that has. Now we're looking at Wednesday. Wednesday, you have the Seven of Cups. This just tells me that there's lots of options in front of you on Wednesday, a lot of different ways that you could be spending your time. The temptation with the Seven of Cups is to be a little bit overwhelmed by all the options and not move forward with any of them. So I would ask that you try to prioritize and move forward with something and not let all of these options just go to waste because there's so many in front of you. There's so much you could actually do with your time on Wednesday. All right, Aquarius, we're looking at Thursday now. Now we have the Page of Swords. I do think you're digging for some kind of information, and I think specifically you're digging for some kind of information in regards to what I consider the secrets of the universe. Now, for me, secrets of the universe are basically anything that falls under the umbrella of things that influence our world that we're not taught about in public school in fourth grade. Okay. So this can be any kind of spirituality, any way of doing prayers, energetic healing, ceremonies, metaphysical laws, paranormal, ESP, anything like that is going to fall under this umbrella of secrets of the universe for me. And so on Thursday, Aquarius, I think you're digging into some secret of the universe. Not all of them, there's a lot, but one of them. And I think that if you have not done this before, you're checking to see if it's real or not. If you have already asserted to yourself that this is real, if you've explored it and found that out, then now what you're doing is wondering, how can I incorporate this more into my life? And that's what you're researching. All right. Next, we have Friday. I love it. My Nine of Swords hasn't come up right side up for anybody this week, so this is wonderful. I do like it in reverse. Nine of Swords in reverse says we're relaxing, we're chilling out, we're not letting things stress us out. Maybe we were letting something stress us out before. In fact, we probably were if this card's coming up. But when it comes up in reverse, it says we've kind of made peace with this situation. We've done everything that we know that we can do to make this situation better. And so now we're turning loose of that stress and we're just letting whatever needs to happen and move forward. But we already know that we've done everything we can do for this. So we're letting go of any attachment to an outcome, just looking to see how the cookie crumbles there. Okay. So that's what we have for your week, Aquarius. Now, this is, of course, a general reading, so not everything I'm saying here is going to apply to every single Aquarius. However, if you would like to have a more specific reading where I can look at just your energies, feel free to reach out and schedule a reading with me. All my information is just right there on that website. And yeah, that also has all my contact information, so check out all the services I have while you're there. If you need to have any questions answered or if there's something you don't understand, feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to answer those questions. And I'm looking forward to reading for some of you. Everybody have a fantastic week. Peace out.